Hello, ACER. Welcome to ACE. The mind training module is now activated. Go to your right to take part in it. Please activate the training. Your default prototype is Hibiki Kohaku. Press confirm to start your mind training. Now, please move to your right. Jump to get on the stairs. You can double jump while you are airborne. Dash to dodge traps or enemy attacks.
After that little bit of a cutscene, I wanted people to hear that because the game doesn't really specify that there is English and Japanese languages in the Steam page when you look at Entropy Effect. But it does have some English because of the AI talking to you, as well as the characters themselves speaking in Japanese. What's up, people? One Up Punch here. Take a look at a game called Entropy Effect BlazBlue. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, gameplay mechanics, and why I honestly think it's a great game, even though it's not really based in the BlazBlue universe. It's a complete offshoot from something else entirely. What do I mean by that it's not in the BlazBlue universe? Well, essentially, when you start off the game, you're not playing as the character, but you're playing a robot. And the robot is inside something called the ACER or ACE. And it's supposedly like a mind training simulator, as well as like seeing how far you get per run, because it is a roguelike action platformer with hack and slash abilities. And depending upon the actual run itself, you'll get more skills and more passive abilities as you continue on further in Entropy Effect. Essentially, you start off with one character that everybody will have when you first start off the game, which is Hibiki Kohaku. After that, you'll be able to get these things called prototype analyzers, and you'll need them in order to unlock new characters, whether it be Ragna The Bloodedge, Noel Vermillion, or Niue. With each new character you unlock, they'll have their own different sets of abilities and attacks, from their standard attacks to their special ability. And Noel, Ragna, or Hibiki will have different ones. For example, Hibiki has his shurikens that will go into a circle or half circle, and then will come back to him and hit anybody that's near the line of sight. Same thing with Noel Vermillion. When I played her, she has this weird like rifle that she will shoot as a machine gun, and then go back to using her standard dual-wielding pistols to attack from like close quarters combat. Essentially, the game is a roguelike, but it has these other different types of events happening. Like Sortito is a random roulette that will go off and give you specific things like tactical EXP, points to get stuff at the store, or being able to recover HP if you lose it like 10% or 40%. Then you have Potential, which is giving you additional skills and abilities that you would acquire later on, instead of going off and fighting a boss and getting it that way. And because it's a roguelike, they're always different every single time. You're not going to get the same three types of abilities, plus you're playing the different characters, so they're always going to have their different attacks. Speaking of which, before you start a run with a new character, let's say you lose the run against a Watcher, and you decide to start again, they have this ability to where you can go and morph the character's attacks into one other character. So say, for example, you play Noel or Ragna. Anytime you have like a run going, you'll have like a specific slot, and then you could pick Kohaku and Ragna and morph their abilities together into Noel before you start the run. And what they're called is called Evotypes, and they're essentially what would happen before the run would go off. This is another person you would talk to, which is a small robot that would do additional buffs and increases. Say, for example, you die, you're able to come back with 30% health and then be reborn and then continue on the fight. Showing off what I was talking about earlier with the Evo types. Say, for example, Hibiki has a spinning glaives. You could use that signature ability for Noel when you get into a fight. And that could be not just one person, but two people at the same time as their signature abilities are unlocked. And that'll continue on more the game has progressed. But essentially, I wanted to show off Noel's types of fighting style because I've been liking her a lot, simply because of the guns and the way that she fights. I mean, that's how she was in the other types of games like Continuum Shift and Calamity Trigger. The other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was the whole deal with the actual game being an offshoot of something that's not BlazBlue. And when you are the robot, you go through these weird dialogue options of like these other robots talking to you, or some other like entity that wants you to go and find out what's going on. and that robot will become whatever character you want to play, from Ragna, Noel, Hibiki, Nue, whichever. And when it comes down to it, is the game still fun? Absolutely. Regardless of it being an offshoot from something completely different, going off into a different world that's not from the original BlazBlue universe, it's still a great game, and it's still hell of fun to play as. I mean, I do like the whole aspect of the different roguelike elements, from talking to the different characters, like the different robots, doing the mind assessment training, or being able to play different characters that are unlocked with the prototype analyzers. It's still got a bunch of content. They still have some more characters coming out, like I think it's called Prototype is going to be coming out September 1st. And it's just an early access game that's got roguelike elements with the BlazBlue characters. That being said, I've been One Nut Punch, and this has been another video. Thanks for watching as per usual, and if you want to pick this game up, it's $19.99 on Steam. And yeah, that's been BlazBlue Entropy Effect. But anyway, like I said, if you want to check it out, it's $20, and I've been having a lot of fun playing it. Can't wait to see what new characters they pop out and what new abilities they will do. But anyway, I'll see y'all later in the next one.